Hello, my name is Isha Reyes, and today we're going to write the standard form equation of the ellipse of equation C. And so let's begin. First, we're going to start with subtracting 141 minus 141, and then subtract 0 minus 141, just to keep it balanced, in order to keep it to write it into standard form. So then the equation would be 4x squared plus 25y squared plus 16x minus 150y equals to negative 141, because 141 minus 141 is 0. So usually I go x and y when I combine like terms, just because that's how math is set up. So then the equation would be 4x squared plus 16x, and then another parentheses, and then 25y squared minus 150y equals to negative 141. So as you can see, it's still divisible, and we want to keep it the most simplified version. So 4 and 16 can be divisible by 4. So then it'll be 4 parentheses x squared plus 4x. And again with the 25, it can be most simplified to y squared minus 6y parentheses. And then we'll just put negative 141 at the end. So the second step is we have to use this formula in order to complete the standard form, which is b over 2 to the square root. So the b is 4, and the other b is negative 6. So 4 over 2 to the squared power would be 2 squared, which equals to 4. And then negative 6 over 2 squared equals to negative 3 squared, which is equal to 9. So then we're going to put this in the equation itself. So then we got x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 4. And again with the same 25 parentheses, y squared minus 6y plus 9 minus 9 equals to negative 141, in order to keep the same format, because we want to solve for the standard form and then later graph it. So next you have to single out negative 4, because our end solution in order to get standard form is that we have to be able to factor the parenthesis part, and negative 4 and negative 9 get in the way in that. So as a result, we have to distribute the top 4 to the negative 4 and 25 to negative 9. So I got 16 for 4 times negative 4, and then I write the rest of the equation the same. And then 25 times negative 9 is negative 225. And then we're going to add negative 16 plus negative 225. So in adding them, I got negative 241. And then remember to put the equal negative 141. So then after that, we're going to add 241 to negative 141 in order to keep the equation balanced. So we get 100. And then we're going to divide 100 to both problems. And so in the parentheses, as you can see, it looks like a factored, like you can factor this equation, and which is true, you can factor this equation. So x squared plus 4x plus 4 is factored to x plus 2 squared. And the same thing with y squared minus 6y plus 9. It can be simplified to y minus 3 squared. And then we also have to simplify the hundreds, 25 over 100, or 4 over 100, and 100 over 100. And that would equal 100 over 100 is 1. 25 over 100 is 1/4. And 4 over 100 is 1/25. But we don't have to add the ones in it. It's not really necessary. So this looks like the standard form of the ellipsis, which is what we were trying to figure out this whole time. And I'll show you right now. As you can see, they're quite similar to each other. So, we did it right. So we're going to rewrite the equation to match what the standard form is, and to see how to graph it. Forgot the pluses, added them. So the orientation, because A is greater, it's going to be a horizontal. So in this graph, the ellipsis is going to be horizontal. And the center, we're going to find the center next. So the center standard equation is h comma k, and our h is -2, and our k is 3. So we get -2, comma 3, that is our center. Next, we're going to find the foci. And the foci equation is h plus minus c, comma k. So h is -2, but obviously we're forgetting something, the c. Now you may be asking, how do you get the c? well, you have to find it in this equation in order to find the a plus b plus c relationship. So c squared equals a squared plus minus b squared is the equation in order to find the relationship with a, b, and c. And a is 5. B is 2. So c squared equals a squared, which is 5 squared minus 2 squared. So obviously 25 minus 4. And then c squared. And in order to square root 21, the square root of 21 is 4.6. So c equals 4.6. So now let's add it into our equation foci. H is negative 2 plus or minus 4.6, comma 3, which is k. Plus and minus just means minus and then plus. So negative 2 plus 4.6, comma 3 equals 2.6, comma 3. And then negative 2 minus 4.6, comma 3. Parentheses negative 6.6, comma 3. So those are the foci. Now we're going to do the vertices. And the equation for vertices is h plus and minus a comma k. So we put negative 2 plus and minus 5 comma 3 equals negative 2 plus 5 comma 3, and then the other one would be negative 2 minus 5 comma 3. And so negative 2 plus 5 comma 3 is just 3 comma 3. And the other one is 7 comma 3. Negative 7 comma 3. Now we're solving for the covertices. Covertices. So that problem is h comma k plus minus b. So then it'd be negative 2 comma 3 plus minus 2, which is negative 2 comma 5. And then we'll do the other one, negative 2 comma 3 minus 2, which is just negative 2 comma 1. So the major axis, and the formula for major axis is quite simple. It's just y equals k, which is y equals 3. And then the minor axis, it's x equals h, which is just x equals negative 2. So now we're just going to graph it. That's the center. That's the foci. That's also a foci. The vertices. The vertices. CV. That is it.